I want to tell you about trust-based leadership. So much of the leadership literature for the past 4 or 5 decades has really been about one idea, and that is a vertical concept of leaders and followers. Leaders lead, followers follow. And we have a history in the literature of talking about the charismatic leader and the few, the chosen, and finding the high potential leaders and so forth. Well, the world has changed, and the literature on leadership hasn't quite fully caught up with it yet. But basically, the world has gone from vertical to horizontal. The key leadership skills these days are not charisma, getting people to follow you. They're, frankly, how do you get people over whom you have no direct control or authority to move in the same general direction as you would prefer them to go? That has an awful lot more to do with persuasion, trust, ability to get along, play nicely with others in the sandbox, and very little to do with the kind of vertical control that we associate with leadership in the past. So trust fits right into the middle of that dynamic. Trust-based leadership is recognizing the forces of trustworthiness and trusting, and helping an organization and an individual manipulate both of those sides of the trust dimension in their management and leadership activities. What this means is the leader of today has got to be good at getting people to do things, influencing, persuading people to do things without any direct authority. What does that look like? It means, first of all, that people feel connected to them. They also feel that they are human, not superhuman. People have to feel that they are paid attention to. The skill of empathy is critical. We hear a lot of this has been talked about. It's just never been consciously placed in the rubric of leadership. Empathy is one. Another one is vulnerability. People recognize leaders as human beings, and we're enormously impacted by them. We're encouraged to go along and cast our lot with them. This doesn't mean that things like vision are irrelevant. They're certainly irrelevant, but it also means that more of us have to have the characteristics and the skills and the capabilities of leaders more often. We can't depend on the few, the chosen. We've all got to learn how to get better at this and step up at the appropriate time and learn to develop these skills. So one thing that means for leadership development is there ought to be a lot more leadership development programs out there, because a lot more people are going to need those skills in the future.